Hello everyone, good morning. This is the second YouTube video, the second class that we are going to present. Today we're gonna check vocabulary and the topics should, that it's most like a review, ought to, and had better, okay? So I am gonna give you like first the vocabulary, and then we're gonna check the review of should, and then the other topics, okay? So here we go. First of all, we have air travel. In here we have a lot of vocabulary, okay? Later I am gonna explain this and you're gonna use it. Here we have in this part, you have the departure gate, okay? Is where everyone is going out, okay? It's like the where you go. Then you have duty-free shop, is this shop, okay? Board, where you go on the plane. Boarding pass is in here, and this one is a boarding pass, like your ticket to go on the plane. Security checkpoint is where the police check all your luggage, all the things that you have with you, so you can go and board the airplane. Then we have hand luggage, is this one, the one that you carry with your hand. The luggage is the one that you have in your like the one that you can carry, in that you can have your t-shirt, your pants, all your clothes, your belongings. And check-in desk, where they check your documentation and they see if you can or can't travel, okay? So this is some. In here we have more. Here it is. I can see this. Okay, is a seat belt, and this one. Sorry, but the line of the recording this, the Zoom doesn't let me see. But this is where you put your luggage, okay, basically. So it was mealtime on a cheap airline, and a flight attendant asked a passenger if he would like dinner. "What are my choices?" he asked. "Yes or no," she replied. So he didn't have like a lot of options. Okay, so next we are going to watch a video so about all these things. So please pay attention and enjoy.
In this video, you will learn basic airport vocabulary. A lot of people travel by plane, jet, airplane, aircraft. First of all, you need to buy a ticket and pay airfare. Airfare is the cost of the plane ticket. You choose between economy class, the lowest class of traveling, and first class, with better seating and more services. You go to check-in desk to pass check-in. Here are some questions a check-in officer may ask you.
Show your passport, please. Can I see your passport?
Passport is an official document that proves a person's citizenship.
Would you like an aisle seat or a window seat? Do you have baggage to check in?
Baggage or luggage. That is bags or suitcases you have.
Do you have any hand luggage?
Hand luggage. Carry on. Cabin baggage. They are bags that passengers bring on the plane.
Do you have anything to declare?
Then you get a boarding pass. A ticket that gives you permission to board the plane. You are asked to pass a metal detector to check you don't have illegal items. After that, the passengers go to departure lounge and wait for their flight. At international airports, you can enjoy duty-free shopping. Departure time or departures. It's the time planes leave the airport. Here are some airport announcements.
Please proceed to gate number 5.
Gate is the place where passengers wait to board the plane.
Please do not leave bags unattended. Flight departed. Flight is now boarding. Flight has been delayed. Flight has been cancelled.
The aircrew includes pilots and flight attendants, people who take care of passengers on the plane. The plane takes off. In the cabin, inside the airplane, you can find
Overhead bin. A place to store bags above the passenger seats. Life vest is a safety device used during an emergency landing in water. Oxygen mask, a safety device that gives passengers oxygen during an accident. Seatbelt, a safety device that holds passengers in their seats.
the plane lands. Arrival. The time planes arrive at the airport. Passengers go to baggage claim to pick up the baggage. Subscribe to our channel if you like this video. Have a nice day.
Okay, so there we go. All the vocabulary, okay? You had some of the ones that we saw and more, in case you have any question or something, okay? So let's move on. We have this topic, okay? Should, ought to, and had better. What is the difference between the following sentences? We have 3 sentences, okay? They are used to give, as we saw, advice, okay? So we check only should. It was like, for example, you should put cool water on a burn, okay? You ought to put cold water on a burn. In the final, you had better put cold water on a burn. So what is the difference between all of them? The last one sounds more like an order, okay? So these ones can be like the same. You should, you ought to. That means the same, okay? They are like synonyms. But if they say had better, that means a little bit more advice. It's like an order, like something by law. You have to do it, but it's not like have to. Have to is stronger. Had better, it's like a strong advice, okay? So knowing that, we're gonna go to this. We have should and ought to, and it says, should and ought to are used to give advice, okay? We don't usually use ought to in negative sentences or questions. So here we have the affirmative. She should eat vegetables. You ought to tidy your room. And it's the same if you say, she ought to eat vegetables, okay? Because they are giving an advice. Then we have, Joe shouldn't drink so much coffee. It's more common to say should than ought not to, okay? So it's better to say only should. And then the question, should I exercise 3 days a week? We are asking, okay? So it's a question about a suggestion. Here we have some examples, okay? I ought to phone my parents, or I should phone my parents. is the same, okay? They are synonyms. Gymnastics ought to be easy. Not for me, for some people, okay? So the last one, we ought to do more exercise, or we should do more exercise. But maybe we don't because we are pretty busy in our stuff, okay? So yeah, these are examples for ought to that you can use instead of should. So now we have had better, okay? We use had better or had better not. And the infinitive word or the infinitive verb without to express stronger advice, as I told you. This is advice, but stronger. It implies that there will be consequences if we don't follow the advice. We don't usually use had better in questions. The contraction of had better is better, okay, the sound. So, affirmative. He'd better help his mom with the chores or he'd be in trouble, okay? In here, it's something like stronger because we know that if you don't do something that your mother tells you to do, there would be consequences. For example, they will punish you or something like that, okay? Then you'd better not eat so much candy or you'll get sick. They are giving us the advice knowing that eating a lot of candy can be bad for our health. So we are telling you'd better not eat so much candy, okay? You'd better not watch too much TV because you can go blind, okay? So those are advice, but they have consequences. So we have to follow that advice that they are giving us. And here we have another video. So please pay attention because it's all about the topic. Okay, so here we go.
Do you always use should to give advice? Learn another way to give advice by listening to this story about traveling to California. Tomorrow, Marco is traveling to California for a vacation. It's sunny there, so he'd better pack sunglasses. After he packs, he'd better go to bed early. His flight leaves at 6 a.m. And he'd better not forget his passport. Otherwise, he won't be able to get on the plane. Like should, had better, and had better not are used to give advice. These are semi-modal verbs. They do not change form, and they are followed by another verb. He'd better practice before his band's concert next week. She'd better not forget to do her homework. Notice that practice and forget do not take the third person singular S. Click pause and choose the correct sentence. This is American English. Thank you for watching.
Okay, how did you do in the exercise? Did you answer correctly? Okay. So now we have this little homework, okay? It's gonna be work for later when we have our Zoom class. So I am going to ask you to do these following things, okay? As in the previous class, you are going to write your name on the chat, in the Zoom chat that we're gonna have. So right now, following the class, when you go to Zoom, you are gonna answer these questions and you are gonna send it to me by chat with your full name, okay? So here we have complete the sentences with the words in the box. We have ought to, should, had better not, shouldn't, and had better. The first one, it says, you never help around the house. You should help your mom, Steve. Okay, so we already have should, and it's already crossed in here. So that is the first one. Then we have number 2. She sleeps 10 hours a day. She, space, sleep that much. Number 3. It's raining. You, space, take an umbrella or you'll get wet. Number 4. He has a fever. He, space, see the doctor. Number 5. The exam is tomorrow. You, space, fail or will take away your video games. Okay, so those are all the questions that I'm gonna be asking you to do right after the class finishes. So you can do that with all the things that we saw in here, okay? It's not too much because the should part, we already saw that in the previous class. So you already know when to use should or shouldn't in a sentence. Right now, we are adding only ought to and had better. Okay, so I think that's it. Just remember, had better is for stronger advice. So please don't forget that information. Okay, so don't forget to do the work because I'll be checking on the Zoom platform when when we have our class. And see you. Have a nice day and take care, please. Okay? Goodbye.